Amin Manikya ji, I need to ask you some question, please.
Not today.
प्लीज 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 कुछ तो बताइए ना सर. सर कुछ बताइए ना थोड़ा सा कि अचानक ये हॉस्पिटल थोड़ा सा सर कुछ बताइए ना सर सर कुछ तो बताइए सर. सर अचानक 950 आदमी आप लोग ने बंद कर दिए सर हॉस्पिटल. आप लोग ने फरमान दे दिए. ये सब नहीं करो, ये सब नहीं करो. मैं बात कर रहा हूँ ना. ही इज टॉकिंग टू मी ना. ही इज टॉकिंग टू मी. नहीं दे रहे तो वाई यू पुशिंग मी. सर आपने अचानक 950 स्टाफ से 3-4 दिन बाद नहीं किया. इनका आरोप था.
My board and management have spoken to them.
या सर अभी
Few moments later.
वाले लोग हैं ना, मीन्स प्रिंस अली खान हॉस्पिटल वाले, ये क्या कर रहे हैं, ये पूरा एरिया को हॉस्पिटल तोड़ रहे हैं. ये जनरल परसेप्शन है लोगों का कि ये हॉस्पिटल यहाँ पे तोड़ेंगे और यहाँ पर भी टावर, स्विमिंग पूल, वॉट एवर यू नो दे विल इंक्लूड दिस और हमारे को यहाँ से हटा देंगे. दैट्स आंसर. ये जो आंसर है ना सर, ये पब्लिक को ऐसा लगता है यार इनका कुछ प्लान होगा.
Until the such
आपका हॉस्पिटल बंद करने का एक प्लान चल रहा है. डू यू बिलीव दिस के ऑल ऑफ अ सडन इज सेइंग कि यार ये बैठना इट इज डेंजरस. what about now come to the last and what everybody want to know, what about the 900 staff. Suppose you said कि नहीं यार हॉस्पिटल बंद हो जाएगी, so what about them, where they will go? Do you have a job, other job for them? Allegation against there is an allegation कि हॉस्पिटल बंद करने का प्लान हो रहा है. Even whatever that's what that you have answered.
but I'm giving that answer.
All of a sudden the BMC rose up and say कि आप audit करो. No question of satisfying. It is you are not telling properly what is going on. और क्या होने वाला है.
I think
Point Mr. Mr. Manikya, you said कि I don't know. We'll wait for the report. At other time, there is a plan of a very multi-story hospital. So when you can go for a 5 years plan, why you can't go for a 5-month plan? कि अभी अगर hospital बंद हुआ तो हम ये करेंगे. Report says even it is dangerous, right? Now you are going for the other report. Even they are going for the other report. Now there are two possibilities. Either it is very dangerous. So what the hospital think that what they will do at that time. Now, Amin bhai, there is allegation against you. You had been very rude to the hospital staff. You're not when you just said what we call it as a farman कि भाई hospital बंद तो बंद. उसके बाद से a lot of people wanted to talk to you. The staff wanted to talk to you, but you're not available to them.
3 तारीख का इज
क्वेश्चन अराइजेस कब तक, आप कब तक दोगे. आप सैलरी की जो बात करें, मैंने सबसे स्टाफ से बात की थी. वरीड कि लोग 1-2 महीने बाद पैसे देंगे, बाद में बोलेंगे हॉस्पिटल बंद. इज देयर अ कॉल बाय एनीबडी कि हॉस्पिटल बंद किया जाए. दोस्तों हमारे साथ हैं अमीन मानिक्या जी, चेयरमैन ऑफ प्रिंस आगा खान हॉस्पिटल मझगांव में. बहुत फेमस हॉस्पिटल है बाईकल्ला मझगांव. यहाँ तक कि बहुत दूर दूर से लोग आते हैं इलाज करने, फॉरेनर्स भी आते हैं. बहुत ही अच्छा हॉस्पिटल है, बहुत बड़ा हॉस्पिटल माना जाता है इस एरिया में. कुछ प्रॉब्लम थी पिछले हफ्ते इन्होंने एक नोटिस निकाला जिससे इन्होंने अपने बिल्डिंग को डायलेप्टेड बिल्डिंग कहा और उसके बाद 950 वर्कर्स जो उन लोग बता रहे हैं वो उनका कोई फेट उनके बारे में क्या है, ऐसा एलिगेशन था कि उनको कुछ पता नहीं. आज हमारे साथ हैं अमीन मानिक्या जी. बात करते हैं इनसे पूरी डिटेल के बारे में. वेलकम टू गली न्यूज़ सर.
थैंक यू सो मच.
फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आप मुझसे इंटरव्यू के लिए राज़ी हुए, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया आपका. बिकॉज जनरली बहुत सारे लोग भागते हैं, मतलब नहीं देते हैं इंटरव्यू. अमीन भाई, व्हाट इज़ गोइंग ऑन, क्या हो रहा है, व्हाट इज़ दिस ऑल.
दिस इज़ समथिंग दैट्स वेरी शॉकिंग टू ऑल ऑफ अस. हमारे तो बहुत ही शॉकिंग न्यूज़ था क्योंकि आपको पता है जून 29 को BMC ने एक स्ट्रक्चरल ऑडिट की मांग की थी. दैट विद इन 30 days you have to carry out a structural audit of the building. This is a standard BMC notice under section 353 which more than 10,000 buildings are normally given before the monsoon. On that basis, we carried out an independent structural audit from a certain...
All of a sudden, the BMC rose up and say कि आप audit करो.
Like I said, 10,000 to 12,000, even probably more, buildings are given this notice every year before the monsoons. So it's everybody gets their turn. Any building that's over 30 years old, the classification is buildings over 30 years old will get this notice on a rotational basis. So there's no saying when it will come. Basis that notice, we carried out an independent structural audit with a certified BMC consultant. That report came to us on August 19th. And unfortunately the building was classified as C1, which means the worst possible condition means very highly dilapidated and has to be vacated
Now
immediately.
tell me, as the chairman of Prince Aga Khan Hospital, you must be very familiar to Prince Ali Khan Hospital. We call it Aga Khan Hospital. Generally it is called, yeah. Prince Ali Khan Hospital, as a chairman, you know each and every corner of your hospital, every staff you know, everything you know. Do you believe this? Ke all of a sudden he's saying, "Yaar, ye baitna, it is dangerous." Did you believe when you first heard this?
Tell me one thing. When you go to a doctor, he asks you to do a blood test. Let's check, just talk hypothetically. आप कोई डॉक्टर के पास जावे नहीं बोला ब्लड टेस्ट कराओ वो ब्लड टेस्ट करा के आप लैब में दे दो ऑथराइज लैब ऑथराइज पर्सन टेकिंग द ब्लड टेस्ट वो लैब में आपको बताया कि आप सीरियसली इल है कैंसर है something is very wrong. The same way the structural audit is not a subjective के ये ऐसा दिखता है C1 ऐसा कुछ नहीं. जो भी टेस्ट है I have to believe scientific evidence. कोई ब्लड टेस्ट मेरे को बोलता है कि मैं बहुत बीमार हूँ ये डिजीज़ है मैंने आई एम सफरिंग फ्रॉम डिजीज आई हैव टू बिलीव इट राइट आई कैन डू अनदर टेस्ट टू मे बी कन्फर्म बट
reconfirm it.
if you want to do that you can do that but you cannot doubt that the test is wrong. We have to first accept take precautions to protect yourself from whatever disease or whatever you have and then you would see go forward the next step but you have to first believe what happens. See, what happens is once you find that the building is a public utility building. This is a hospital which has at that time over 100 patients with us. So, can you take a chance? एक बार report आपके हाथ में आता है. That report says this building is in dilapidated condition and has to be vacated. It's dangerous to life. Your liability starts immediately. कुछ भी होगा, safety in AKDN या Aga Khan Development Network Institution. Safety is paramount. Patient safety, staff safety, visitor safety, all stakeholder safety is paramount. We are not willing to take any chance and compromise safety. So what we did immediately was have a temporary suspension. The word is temporary suspension of services until we decide the next course of action. I must make it very clear, we have not told anybody to resign. We have not stopped anybody's salaries. In fact, in the festival season, we are giving हम लोग salaries जल्दी दे रहे हैं 3 तारीख का इज
क्वेश्चन अराइजेस कब तक आप कब तक दोगे आप सैलरी की जो बात करें मैंने सबसे स्टाफ से बात की थी वरीड कि लोग 1-2 महीने बाद पैसे देंगे बाद में बोलेंगे हॉस्पिटल बंद इज देयर अ कॉल बाय एनीबॉडी कि हॉस्पिटल बंद किया जाए
एक अच्छा खासा हॉस्पिटल विच हैज 60-70% ऑक्यूपेंसी जिसमें लास्ट ईयर वी इनॉग्रेटेड 4-story बिल्डिंग आप देखें वो बिल्डिंग देखें 4 माले की बिल्डिंग पे इनॉग्रेटेड लास्ट ईयर बहुत खर्चा करके नई बिल्डिंग बनाई है वी हैव जस्ट हैड अ न्यू मैटर्निटी वार्ड डन वी हैड अ completely new operation theatres renovated brand new ICU last month all sorts of new machinery. We have invested heavily over the last year over last many years. We are not stupid to invest this money unless we wanted to keep the hospital running. So these allegations are just people talking. Unfortunately, we from our side as AKDN we are running 15-16 hospitals around the world. Right. All are charitable hospitals.
I'll stop you here because the question arises कि आपने हॉस्पिटल्स बनाना जो रिपेयर नया आपने बोला ऑपरेशन थिएटर बनाया देयर वाज अ फॉल ऑफ सीलिंग गिर गया था आपका मुझे पता चला तो आपने ना बनाया एंड देन अनदर री ब्रॉट मशीनरी डिडंट योर आर्किटेक्ट और कॉन्ट्रैक्टर उनको ऐसा नहीं लगा कि बिफोर डूइंग समथिंग वी शुड फाइंड आउट द ऑडिट एंड डू इट इज द स्ट्रक्चर लाइबल फॉर यूजिंग दिस मच ऑफ मनी
When we did the maternity ward, which was last year, that is the time we noticed in that area there was some stress. We had the audit done there. The solutions were given that you do 1, 2, 3, 4 things. Those things were done, and then only was the maternity completed, the ward.
But उसके बाद भी तो आपने चलो, but does it said कि C1 category है ये वो audit इसके
This I'm talking is last year. This came as a complete shock to us because it was asked by the BMC to carry out this audit. We carried out a complete audit as per the instructions, and then this result came. It was a complete shock to all
You
of
must
us.
have gone with the permission of the BMC of doing renovation of the ICU, and you have taken the permission. So that time BMC never said told you आपको कि आप इसको audit कराइए बिल्डिंग का स्ट्रक्चर क्या है आपकी बिल्डिंग 25 years हो गई है तब आपको BMC ने नहीं कहा था.
Like I said, I'm not a technical person, but every time you do a renovation, you don't do an audit. That is quite clear. A building is 30 years old or 50 years old. It's not something that you do every time a renovation has to be done. I have an audit of the building.
It was a major renovation, you said.
No, it was one part, the old oncology OPD, where the cancer patients, outpatients. It's not an area where surgeries are carried out. It's not an area where patients are kept. It's where you go and visit the doctor, and you go out. So same way, that OPD was shifted to the new transit building, and out here we made a maternity wing.
सर एक एलिगेशन आप पे आ रहा है कि प्लान्ड आपका हॉस्पिटल बंद करने का एक प्लान चल रहा है. सो व्हाई प्रिंस आगा खान हॉस्पिटल विल डू दैट?
Exactly. That
I'm asking you why.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Can you even imagine an institution of the Aga Khan Development Network trying to do such a thing? I've just told you exactly what we have done in the last 1 or 2 years only, how much we have invested in this hospital. The hospital is doing well. We have got, in the COVID times, we treated over 3,000 patients. Occupancy is high. Why in the world would anybody even imagine, even think of such thing? Why? We are running charitable hospitals around the world.
Perception of the people and what do people feel, who are associated with you, who are associated with me, and who are associated with Aga Khan, your this. Okay, there is a construction going on Aga Hall State. So you are going for a major. You are taking the prime area. It's a Majgaon area. It's very boom for this construction. So what do people say कि यार ये आगा खान वाले लोग हैं ना, मीन्स प्रिंस अली खान हॉस्पिटल वाले, ये क्या कर रहे हैं, ये पूरा एरिया को हॉस्पिटल तोड़ रहे हैं. ये जनरल परसेप्शन है लोगों का कि ये हॉस्पिटल यहाँ पे तोड़ेंगे और यहाँ पर भी टावर, स्विमिंग पूल, वट एवर दे विल इंक्लूड दिस, और हमारे को यहाँ से हटा देंगे.
That's probably, you need permission to do all these things, right? It's a redevelopment. This is a redevelopment plan to house the tenants and build the 2 towers. That the area is already clearly demarcated. The area where the hospital is also, as per the new DC plan, it's called DC plan 34. It is a development plan. It is reserved for a school, not for commercial use. It cannot be exploited in any way. You have my personal assurance to say there is not going to be used for any tower.
If it is reserved for a school, you cannot make anything.
Exactly.
That's for sure.
Exactly.
Nobody can make
Yes, nobody can make anything.
Unless जो हमारे एरिया में इलीगल बिल्डर है वो लोग किधर भी कुछ भी बना देते
This
हैं.
is the Aga Khan Development Network Institution. There is no way we'll do anything.
To say कि जो आगा हॉल स्टेट का जो एरिया है, it is nothing to do with these 2 buildings. The one which is now dilapidated building and the one which you had made a new building, OPD building.
Yes.
It is not going to be used for that.
It's definitely not going to be used for.
No road cutting, nothing.
Absolutely not. You can please check with these plans for this is available in public view. You can go and have a look in the government offices and check this entire thing. These are all facts I'm telling you, but don't even listen to me. Go and check it yourself.
Now, Amin bhai, there is allegation against you. You had been very rude to the hospital staff. You're not when you just said what we call it as a farman कि भाई hospital बंद तो बंद. उसके बाद से a lot of people wanted to talk to you. The staff wanted to talk to you, but you're not available to them.
That's not really true. I have never been rude to anyone. In fact, if you tell me the person who said that, I'd love to know that. I'm normally a very shant person, as they say. When this thing happened, we were busy in trying to organize a lot of things. As you know, was very, very turbulent times. But I have immediately, this was Saturday, Monday, 3 trustees, if I'm not mistaken, there were 3 of my board members. They're completely authorized as board members. They've got the same powers. They have every authority to meet the staff. 3 of them, along with management team, had a meeting on Monday at 3 p.m. In the boardroom where they addressed the staff. They were representing
you?
Yes. I mean, they were represent. I mean, I am. What does the word represent me means? They are members of the board. They have as much authority as I have. I am the chairman of the board, but they are members of the board, and they have gone to the boardroom with authority of the board, along with the team's senior management team. The senior management team and 3 of my trustees were all sitting there. They addressed 200 to 300 staff members in that board, answered all the questions that they could. Whatever questions came, whatever what needed to be asked or said was done on that room. 2 days later, again there was another meeting with senior management team where again they attempted to answer questions.
Why this type of meeting? Why you could have come and directly talked to them, but why the video conferencing and all? Did something happen in the last meeting?
No, nothing like that. Nothing like that. It's just when you have to address 600, 700, 800 people, how do you do it?
You went to the police station, got a security about yourself. Was there a fist fight or something in the?
There was some scuffle on the next second time.
From your side or your bodyguard side or?
No, nobody was there.
Opposite side.
Yeah, somebody.
What happened
there was some roughing up of people from the management side.
उसके बाद आपको लगा नहीं मुझे इनसे बात नहीं करना चाहिए?
No, it's not right. If you heard what I said today, I said If you want a constructive solution, if you want a viable solution, you have to have communication lines which are open, which are transparent. Both, you have to have transparency in your communication. But if you start raising your voice, if you start talking in anger, if you start resorting to threats, then there can be no communication, there can be no solution, because you can't
You can call it because you are on the heavier side now.
Not
You
really.
can say like this.
Not really. You have to be in the other person's. I understand the pain that the staff is going through. They must be petrified for what the future holds for them. And I really empathize. I really feel for that. But like I said, until the second audit report comes, we will not know which direction this is going to take. We are going to try our best to save this hospital and to see it continues to run. That is our intention.
No, see, there are two things. One report says even it is dangerous, right? Now you are going for the other report. Even they are going for the other report. Now there are two possibilities. Either it is very dangerous. So what the hospital think that what they will do at that time?
Like I said, I don't like to speculate. I will wait for the report to come and then we'll take a call. The board will meet and take a call. We will discuss it even with the head office in Geneva, and then we will take a call what has to be done next.
Achha, Geneva, they are aware of these things?
Of course they are.
Because I came to know everything a Makhi of the community decide. So what do you call it, a priest?
No, we have a very professional, Aga Khan Health Services Geneva runs hospitals around the
You are a
globe.
Makhi? Makhi means a priest?
No, Mukhi.
Mukhi, sorry.
No,
Are you Mukhi?
No.
Achha. Because I was aware when I was taking everything, I came to know what a Mukhi is and others.
So like I said, we will consult with our board. We'll take proper advice from all sources, and also we'll consult with the head office.
Now, so you are in no way you are going to close down the hospital.
As long as there's a viable option available to us, there is no way we'll close down this hospital.
What about now? Come to the last and what everybody want to know. What about the 900 staff? Suppose you said कि नहीं यार hospital बंद हो जाएगी. So what about them? Where they will go? Do you have any other job for them? Or you're going to pay them regularly till everything settles down?
As of now, all the salaries are on. Again, I repeat myself, जब तक the second audit का report नहीं आवे or BMC's direction doesn't come, there's nothing I can comment on.
Suppose in a month it comes, the report comes.
जब suppose आएगा, then we'll discuss the supposition at that point of time.
That's answer. ये जो answer है ना sir, ये public को ऐसा लगता है यार इनका कुछ plan होगा.
Until the such time as the report comes, salaries will be paid.
Yeah, what about that? They are worried कि अगर क्यों? Because there is an allegation against. Because there is an allegation कि hospital बंद करने का plan हो रहा है. Even whatever. That's what that you have answered.
But I'm giving that answer. I cannot give you speculation कि ये होगा. I don't know what it's going to say next.
आदमी सोचता तो सर मैं एग्जाम देने जाता तो मैं सोचता हूँ अरे सर ये आंसर देगा ये क्वेश्चन देगा तो आई विल राइट दिस ये सब्जेक्ट का क्वेश्चन तो there must be some.
Yeah, but we have not thought through okay, what is going to be. It's like I said, it's happened suddenly. We are going to wait and not speculate and give any unfounded promises or unfounded allegations to anybody. And I would request the members of the staff and the community, all the stakeholders in the hospital, be patient. We are there with them. We are part of the Aga Khan Development Network. We'll try and see as best possible solution to this problem. We are all shocked as what has happened, and we all feel for this hospital.
Suppose my last question, sir, here it is कि अगर C1 category आ गया तो उसको repair भी तो किया जाता है. You can start making a hospital.
Like I said,
You said कि unless you had a program, you had some new ideas about shifting a school from there to there or something like कि ये hospital को. I think you are going for a big hospital to somewhere else. You're shifting your hospital also.
No, there will be a new hospital coming up in 5 to 6 years' time.
Yeah, it's here only nearby.
Yes, it's right.
So
it's right.
By that time you want to, what is the strategy going on?
No, the strategy.
See, at one point, Mr. Manikya, you said कि I don't know. We'll wait for the report. At other time, there is a plan of a very multi-story hospital. So when you can go for a 5 years plan, why you can't go for a 5-month plan? कि अभी अगर hospital बंद हुआ तो हम ये करेंगे.
Like I said, until we know which direction to plan, we can't make a plan. We have to know exactly what is going to happen. It's not something.
There's two possibilities, yes or no. If it's come in C1, you're going to demolish the building, you're going to make a new structure.
Like I said, again, I don't want to repeat myself. Until we get the report, and then we'll decide on a course of action. After meeting all stakeholders, come on to a course of action.
So now your payment is on till the second report.
Yes.
खैर अमीन मनिकिया जी ने जितने भी एलिगेशन थे उन्होंने उसके जवाब दे दिए. इफ आई एम नॉट मिसिंग सर, एनीथिंग यू वांट टू से अदर देन व्हाट आई सेड सर?
No, I think you have to be. Only thing I would like to say is that we follow the highest levels of transparency. The Aga Khan Development Network follows the highest principles of ethics, and we will not compromise on ethics. We will not compromise. On
They the workers also said the same thing. He is Bhagwan to us. I think he did only. They online they said.
We've always tried our best to look at the best interests of everybody. Whichever institution we run, we try to see the best interests of all our stakeholders. Whichever the stakeholders, whoever depends on the institution, we try to ensure that we take care of them in the best possible way.
Sir, I have taken an interview of the three union leaders. They said they are not satisfied with your answer, and they are not.
Yeah, well, it's difficult to satisfy everybody, and it's difficult to have a proper there's no correct answer for them.
It is not a question of satisfying. It is you are not telling properly what is going on. और क्या होने वाला है?
I think we have never. I think there's nobody who's been more transparent in this entire process as we have been. We've actually communicated exactly whatever has happened from the very beginning, from the last few weeks, months. It has been communicated in great detail, in writing, in person, in every form of communication. I think that you cannot get that kind of transparency anywhere.
One more thing, one very respectable doctor of your this hospital, Dr. Sultan Pradhan. He was a mediator. He was talking. He was doing something for this because I have seen all the staff of.
Yes.
They were saying to be mediating. इनका ये कहना है कि इन्होंने प्रेशर डाल के इनको भी हटा दिया, इनके पेशेंट्स को अभी यहाँ से हटा दिया. Now he's gone to Messina, और they are not listening to him also.
I'm not sure what you mean by that, because when the hospital is closed,
It is closed for everyone.
No, it is temporary suspension of services. The surgery is closed, and therefore he has to find another place. He's already with.
Was there a pressure?
He's already got Bridge Candy Hospital. He's tied with Hinduja Hospital. He can operate at Messina Hospital. He can operate anywhere. So there's no pressure on him or on anybody else. His patients will go to another hospital in the meantime until we can resume.
तो ये तो अमीन मानिक्या जी इन्होंने अपने हिसाब से जवाब दिया है. अब जो है हॉस्पिटल की यूनियन ने कहा है कि इनकी जो बात आज हुई है वो उसको नकारते हैं. सर C1 बिल्डिंग्स आती है, कोई भी एक डेंजरस बिल्डिंग आती है, जस्ट नॉट द क्वेश्चन क्लिक इन माई माइंड, प्रॉपिंग्स होती है, तो वाई नॉट गोइंग टू प्रॉपिंग्स? कि एक चलो यार अभी रात को गिर जाएंगे, चलो लेट्स गो फॉर अ प्रॉपिंग. दैट इज द वेरी फर्स्ट स्टेप एनीबॉडी विल डू इट. व्हाई द हॉस्पिटल हैज नॉट डन इट?
Very good question. The very next day after we got this report, we tried to go in for propping. We were stopped by the staff. Today's
Who stopped you?
The staff.
BMC?
The staff.
Staff.
Today, in the meeting we had with the staff, we informed the staff that we are going to send people tomorrow because the building is dangerous. We need to prop up the weak areas, so at least we safeguard the structure of the building. But they requested us to please not do so.
They said. Yeah. And you accepted it.
Well, we are going to try and convince them. Like you correctly said, why would they stop us from doing that?
Yeah, why they will stop it?
Yeah. But it is what they said. It was a live telecast.
So what you are going to do? Are you going for the propping?
We are going to try and persuade them and talk with them again and try and convince them that this is in the best interest of everybody concerned. It's a matter of safety. And we're going to try and take their assistance to make sure that it is done, because it's extremely essential.
So now you totally deny there is a categorically wise, step by step wise closing down of Prince Ali Khan?
Absolutely, 100%.
Pre-planned closing down?
100%. There's no question of it. Cannot even enter anybody's minds.
Thank you.